All right, today we're moving on to lesson 3. Again, there's a homework helper on page 97 that walks you through some of the problems that you're going to do in lesson 3. And it continues on page 98. But our homework today starts on page 99, lesson 3 homework in your Eureka Math Succeed book. We can see we have the number line again stretched out. But this time, instead of just counting by fives, it also has the dashes for each minute. We're looking at times between 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock again. And again, there's 60 minutes in 1 hour. So we have some points that we need to plot on the number line. And we're going to match them. See, they did this one for us. 444. So to find 444, they counted by tens. That's what's labeled. We at least can count up to what number? 40, and then count by ones, right? There's a 4 in the tens place and a 4 in the ones place. So we can count 4 tens first. 10, 20, 30, 40. And then we can count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 444, and it's right there. Let's take a look at some of the other ones together. What time does the first clock show? Here's our hour hand, our minute hand. We don't need our seconds hand, so don't worry about the long, skinny hand. We don't need that one today. All right, it's in between the 4 and the 5, so we have to jump back to 4. So we know it's 4 something. Well, we can count by fives, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's 4:30 something, but the hand is past it. It's not quite to the 7. So if we count the singles, remember there's 5 minutes from 6 to 7. It's 1 minute short. So 31, 32, 33, 34. It is 4:34. So we're practicing telling time to the minute. We have a 3 in the tens place, right? And a 4 in the ones place. So how many tens can we jump forward? I hope you said 3. Let's do it. 10, 20, 30, and how many ones do we have to go? 4, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, and the time is 4:34. Great job. I'm going to let you plot 4:01 on your own. And then I'm going to let you also plot this clock on your own. But I'm going to help you with this one right here. So pause and go ahead and complete the next 2 and just do your best. All right. I bet you did great. Let's take a look at this clock right here. This one's tricky. Look. It's over here. This is like the 50 something. It's not quite pointing at the 5 yet. We need to jump back, right? Because it wouldn't be 5:50 something, right? Because that would be almost 6 o'clock. So this hour hand would be almost to the 6. It's almost to the 5, but it's not quite there. So we're still in 4 o'clock. We're jumping back. It's still going to be 4 something. And we know that because 5 o'clock's right here, right? And it doesn't keep going there. So it's still 4 o'clock. All right, let's see. We know that the 6 tells us 30 minutes after, right? We've talked about that a lot together. So we could start counting by fives from the 6, starting at 30. Count with me. 5, 10, whoop, that won't work. We have to say 35. Let's go. 35, 40, 45, 50. We got to stop right there. And how many minutes passed? It looks like it's about, I think, 3 minutes past if we look. So 51, 52, 53. It is 4:53. All right, we have a 5 in the ones place, right? Or in the tens place, I'm sorry. A 5 in the tens place and a 3 in the ones place. So how many tens can we jump forward? I hope you said 5. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And how many ones? 3. 1, 2, 3. You got it. And we can match that one there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and help you with number 2, and then you'll finish number 3 independently, but I will read that aloud to you. If you need to finish number 1, go ahead and pause. All right. Number 2. Julie eats dinner at 6:07 p.m. Draw hands on the clock below to show what time Julie eats dinner. 6:07. That's just past 6 o'clock. So our small hand will point at 6, and our big hand has to point at 7. So we need to find 7 minutes after. We don't need to count by ones all the way around. We know from 12 to 1 is 5 minutes, right? There's a 5 right there. So 5, then we can count our ones. 6, 7. So 7 would be right there. So you're going to draw your long hand pointing at the 7. 6:07. All right, pause if you need to finish that one. Question number 3. PE starts at 1:32 p.m. Draw hands on the clock to show what time PE starts. 1:30. So it's going to be halfway between 1 and 2, and then you're going to figure out where 32 minutes is. The short hand tells the hour, the long hand tells the minutes. Go ahead and pause and complete that one. All right. Now I did say that 1, 2, and 3 were the must-dos. Number 4 is your bonus problem. I'm going to read this one aloud, and if you want to give it a shot to challenge yourself, I would love to see it. I bet you can do it. Okay. The clock shows what time Zachary starts playing with his action figures. So what time did he start playing with his action figures? This clock tells what time he started. You're going to figure out what time it is, and you're going to write it right here for number 1, okay? He plays with his action figures for 23 minutes. So what time does he finish? 23 minutes further past this. So you'd count 3 minutes and then another 20, and you'd figure out what time that's going to be. And then part C, you're going to draw hands on the clock to the right, so this clock right here, to show the time that he finished. So you have to know part B in order to solve part C. Go ahead and pause your video right now and give those questions your best try. And then at the bottom, part D, it says to label the first and last tick marks between 2 and 3 p.m. Okay, so we're just going to label these, right? This is 2 p.m. and this is 3 p.m. So we labeled them just like we practiced in lessons before. Then plot Zachary's start and finish times. Label his start time with a B and his finish time with an F. So he started at 2. Oh, at 2 what? I almost gave you the answer. You wrote the start time down in part A, and you wrote the finish time down in part B. So you'll have your B, your start time, and F, your finish time, from the question above. All right, I can't wait to see how well you've done.